What's up, everybody? Last time we were doing this case about Commander Anthony was about what, a few weeks ago or some more. Well, came to find out now, all the T-shirts they sell and everything like that. Well, he scammed his people who was supporting him and all that shit right there. Was actually scamming them big time. To be honest, yeah, he was scamming them and everything. It's funny though, but hey, when you believe stupid shit like that, you believe the hype, believe all the blah 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 shit, so yeah, it happens. So yeah, he scammed the people that believed him and everything. I've been saying this constantly times before and everything, so this right here is nothing new. I mean, signs are there, folks. Y'all believe what y'all want. Black Lives Matter is all pissed off now, but I don't know why y'all get pissed off for it. I mean, the signs were there. I was just too stupid to see it. Or you're too stupid to listen, looking for it. Or anything like that, you know. But Commander Anthony screwed his supporters out of money, scammed them and everything, so this video here I'm about to do is going to show you all the t-shirts and everything like that was scammed. And I hate to say this, but when y'all use racist stuff to talk about innocent people, like the victim of Matt Cat, Austin Matt Cat, he was an innocent victim. And everything. Commander Anthony was a low-down piece of shit that killed him. For what? And he was not supposed to be in that school to begin with. Was not in that track either. But all y'all people out there that voted for it, Commander Anthony, thought he was innocent and everything. This is the outcome which I get. This is what you deserve and everything. And to be honest, they always say payback's a bitch. Justice isn't blind. Stuff like that. And I'm freaking glad to see somebody getting their jugular for this shit. Because, man, y'all really, really suck. I mean, seriously. Dude had a criminal record. Like a fucking country mile long record. But y'all believe that Commander Anthony was the victim, not the perpetrator. I mean, I'm not trying to say, ha ha, that's what y'all get, but pretty much that's what y'all get. And everything. That y'all fell for that race baiting bullshit his mom and dad did. I mean, seriously. All the evidence was laid out before y'all. I see everything was going out before y'all, and y'all still choose sides of Commander Anthony. This is why I say racist black people, or racist period, no matter if it's white or black, put it say like that, have no room to be in this world. Y'all attacking Austin Matt Cat's brother. He's being attacked. His family's being attacked by Commander Anthony's goon squad. But no real justice being served. Let me say this again. No real justice being served. And everything. Also, I'm doing another video here. It's going to kind of make a lot of people mad and everything, but for 200 something years, a certain organization, a certain demographic group was being accused of being the racist slave traders they are. For 200 fucking years. But that's going to be another video coming up. I know a few people ain't going to like it. I know a few people want to say I'm wrong. I'm being race baiting, but I really want to put the truth out there. I'm pretty sick of this shit. I'm sick of the history books lying to people. I'm tired of people accusing racists of something they didn't do. And I want to put this blast out there because I will do it on February of next year, but I'm going to do it now. So that way, when it rolls around, y'all see what's going on. And just to be a fucking straight up asshole. I'm tired of fucking lying about shit. Let's get into this, right?
The entire movement was swirling in scandal. I'm talking about scams left and right. People were selling merchandise trying to make back. People were on TikTok trying to sell shit. The family themselves were raising upwards of $500,000, which has since stopped. But during that time, they made it clear to everyone that, yo, we're using this money for whatever we feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, if we want a new car, we can get a new car. If we want to change houses, we can change houses. That's how they were rocking with his defense money, right? Well, anyways, it's been a little while, and apparently a few other people decided to leech off of that community and scam them all for their own personal gain. That's right, we had people inserting themselves into the Carmelo Anthony friend group, if you want to call it, the Carmelo Anthony fan club, specifically to scam the people out of it. And I find that kind of funny. But we have to go all the way back to the beginning, man. Shout out Sarah Fields, because she dropped this a few days ago, and I'm just now seeing it like, what? Now we have the people who are all coming together trying to prop this young man up for whatever reason. They're getting scammed probably for the fourth fucking time. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. Now, I don't even know where this lady came from, but what I'm starting to realize is that there are a certain amount of people in this world that dedicate their lives into scamming people. Which means that when there's scammable things that you see in the wild, you'll attach onto that and try to leech out of it as soon as possible. And that's what happened with the Carmelo Anthony movement, right? So, Sarah Fields says, new notorious criminal involved in fundraising scam to assist Carmelo Anthony, the teen currently facing a first-degree murder charge in Collin County, Texas, for stabbing Austin Metcalf at high school track meet. So now we're like, okay, scammer, Carmelo is the most unsuspecting scammer you're ever going to think of. I'm telling you. So it goes on. On the left, this is Chris Watts, and we covered Chris Watts years ago. Chris Watts has been serving a life sentence for the murders of pregnant Shannon Watts, Bella Watts, and Celeste Watts in 2018. Sick motherfucker. On the right, meet Ann Crowell, a woman who wrote love letters to Watts from their own prison cell. Amongst her long list of criminal behaviors, she was sentenced to 15 years after pleading guilty for faking cancer diagnoses and conning $60,000 out of her church, neighbors, family, and friends. Now, the fact that she got 15 years for scamming $60,000 is crazy to me. You know what I mean? You could have just, honestly, she could have just found a job. You know, like, you could have built that up in a couple years. She did this whole elaborate scheme, and this is very important. She did this whole elaborate scheme just to get $60,000 out of all the people who care about her. Ain't that some shit? So that's the person we're working with. We already can tell she's not too there in the head. She's writing love letters to Chris Watts. She doesn't get a job. She prefers scam people for 60 grand, right? Let's move forward. How does this tie in with Carmelo Anthony, you might ask? Well, we're setting down and we're picking up a pattern from this woman. She will scam anything, okay? And that's what we really need to pay attention to. She'll scam the church, she'll scam the friends, she'll scam anybody. She loves to do this shit. Let's continue. Ann Crowell is from Highland Ranch, Colorado. Her husband, a police officer at the time, would have his co-workers dedicate time, meals, and associates to her. Her neighbors reported that she would beg them for pain medications. This scam went on for 4 years until 2009 when she went under investigation by Lakewood Police Employee Assistance Foundation. She then forged paperwork showing that she had cancer diagnosis. It came to light that Ann had 24 charges of drug possession. She was arrested in 2008 and 2009 for fraud, counterfeiting, obtaining controlled substances. In May of 2010, she was arrested for 7 counts of possessing, distributing, and manufacturing drugs. So, you're following, right? This is a career criminal. She does not know how to make money legally, it seems. Either that or she's in it for the love of the game. She does it for the high. You know? How does this tie in with Carmelo Anthony? Just wait, just hold on. You saw the title of the thumbnail. It has something to do with t-shirts. And remember, as coverage went on while we were covering this story, over the months, there was a lot of Carmelo Anthony jerseys and t-shirts being sold to people for a good cause, right? Alright. Her husband then allegedly decided to resign. Now, Ann was released from prison recently and almost immediately began committing fraud again. In March 2024, she was arrested for forgery. In February 2025, she was accused of forgery and was placed on a fugitive hold. After conducting a full background check, she has by far one of the longest rap sheets I have ever encountered in my career in journalism. Ann created a TikTok account called Nick Bella. The wife of Chris Watts was carrying a baby named Nico, and their daughter's name was Bella. Sick fuck. She named herself after the murdered children of Chris Watts. She quickly infiltrated the Carmelo Anthony camp in April, claiming to have donated a large amount to Carmelo's Give Sing Go, claiming she had seen the Frisco ISD security. She forged a fake Frisco ISD badge as well as a fake receipt to show her donation to Give Sing Go. So, as you can see, her knack of scamming people is faking paperwork, right? Faking anything you need to be able to seem like you're the person you're claiming to be. And it worked. It worked like a motherfucker, because you already know that most people supporting Carmelo Anthony are not too fucking bright. It's just how it is. It's just the way it is, guys. I don't make the rules, it's just how they are. So I think she found herself a little dumbass TikTok group, just a bunch of morons and shit, and she said, you know what? I could make some money off of these morons. Yeah, this seems lucrative. And lucrative it was. Let's continue. She became the main organizer of a t-shirt project that was being used as a quote-unquote fundraiser for Carmelo Anthony. That's the key word. Reportedly, there was a moment during the TikTok live where she accidentally turned the camera toward her face. Rookie move, bro. Rookie move. And they were able to see that she was not the person that she claimed she was. This was when the Carmelo camp began to ask questions. During a late-night TikTok broadcast hosted by a podcaster named AFG Bayboy, she was exposed as Ann Crow. An individual reached out to Bayboy and tried to convince him that Nick Bella was in the ICU and not expected to survive. Then on Sunday night, Nick Bella appeared in the chat portion of the live and then promptly disappeared. It also was revealed that Ann Crow owns an LLC in Colorado under the name Bella Mia. So she can't help herself. She cannot help herself, bro. And you know what's funny is she's probably going to end up right back in jail. I'm not covering this Crow lady, but I can tell y'all where she's heading. And she's not the youngest of the bunch, too. And she's still acting up like she has all the time in the world to keep fucking up. But I just find it funny that she was able to infiltrate these people since April. And everybody's thinking that she's just, one of the supporters, giving her money and shit. That was funding her car note. That shit wasn't going to no Carmelo good cause. You got me fucked up. Assume that any fundraiser around Carmelo Anthony is probably a scam. Just being honest. But to be real, you can't even help people with that type of information, because anybody who's even thinking of supporting this type of bullshit is probably too far gone anyway. Let's continue though. According to a source, the jerseys were pretty expensive, like $30 to $40 each, depending on what you chose. They were going to have number 6 on the back because that was his number. During Bay Boys Live, individuals began receiving cease and desist letters from Ann, clearly created by an AI site. An account on X was just created a couple of days ago and has already messaged me, threatening to sue me if I put this story out. Very unfortunate, they were promptly blocked. Background info, receipts and clips are in the thread. Now, I just think let's just think about that, right? So she scammed the whole group. And now when they start to investigate, she tried to create a fake cease and desist letter to take people off the trail, to scare folks. Listen, you're not going to really scare people if they know they're in the right. The only way you can scare someone really is if they're doing some fishy shit like you. And clearly Anne is very used to doing fishy ass shit. It only works on people like you, Anne. Not people who don't have anything to hide. This shit's crazy. Now let's go through some clips. Let's go through some receipts. It's actually quite fucking hilarious because these people, it's almost like you had a brother and they're not really your brother and you feel betrayed or some shit. Like everybody was beside themselves. Like, oh my god. Little Miss Nick Bella was actually a fake person scamming us this entire time. So apparently this image right here is what she used to try and, get people to think that she actually was able to view it. She got like a whole pass to go into it and, see everything. Which is kind of, to be honest, pretty crafty. Pretty fucking crafty. She's out here, She's out here proving shit to people. Let's go to the Gibson Go receipt that she also posted. This shit's hilarious.
If you look on the big screen real quick, I'm going to show everybody the receipt that she sent.
It came from, her name came from Chris Watts. Kids. That's where she got her name from. Chris Watts is the one. Chris Watts, the man that drowned his children in the oil bath and off his wife so he could be with his work mistress.
I can't get it all to fit in the screen. But as you can see, she sent me this screenshot where she said make the donation for $400. And what ultimately stuck out to me after me and other members of the team made a donation, we noticed that it was missing the website in the first sentence where it says donation received for your generous donation. It says to help the Carmelo Anthony fund. And after it, it says DSCN1552. And her receipt did not have it, and that stood out, and that's what started us to look into it.
So she doctored that to make it seem like she made a donation?
So you help Carmelo official fund. The actual receipt has DSCN1552 after. Everything else is right. And what I couldn't figure out is how she actually managed to get the donation ID to actually be in sequence. So that was what was bad for me for a minute because I thought maybe it was real. She told us that she made the donation through a check through the bank and it was going to take 3 to 6 days to process. So I gave her a little bit of latitude to see if it was kind of clear first.
Man, this is what you call the long con, bro. Listen, honestly, this is kind of impressive. Because what the fuck? She's putting the receipts in sequence to everybody else to make it seem right, and she's counterfeiting paperwork, and it worked. I know all these people feel like dummies, bro. I would too. And this is why you can't get behind bullshit like this. Because once you put yourself out there into the world that you're a dumbass, hey, I'm stupid, come pick on me, all the people who are a bit savvy, they don't even need to be savvy. Just anybody who thinks a different way from you will probably try to come around and scam you. They'll do all types of shit. You can't put yourself out there as a fucking dummy. And that's what all these people are doing. Every last one of them in these TikTok lives, and they're all concerned and, ooh, we're investigating and we're figuring things out. You're not figuring out shit. You're passing the time before you go to work in the morning, alright? Do something else. Go watch HBO. Anyways, let's go look at our rap sheet real quick. I'm not going to look over everything. You guys could go to Sarah Fields for that. But it's a lot, bro. Height 5'6", small little woman. First one we got, what is this? Felony. Arrest. What was it for? Theft. $5,000 to $20,000. What we got here? What we got here? Offense description, fraud check, more than $2,000. That's another one. Look at this, look at this. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Holy shit. Jefferson, Douglas, Arafo, Colorado. She's really making the rounds, bro. Case number. These are all different fucking case numbers. Wait, this might be the same. This one, these two match. This one's different. These two match. She has a lot, bro. This is her life's work, guys. You understand me? This is her life's work, and she really be doing this shit. And if we go into this thing, I feel like she's not really well in the head either, because, you know, Sarah Fields posts a bunch of stuff that happened on TikTok, people finding out, people getting their cease and desist letters from her. But you'll notice she's also writing these long-ass letters to Chris Watts. And I'm not even about to read it. Again, you could go to Sarah Fields and check it out for yourself. But the fact that she's actually writing letters to this actual murderer, naming her profile Nick Bella behind these kids, something is wrong with her. And I would advise you, if you ever seen her in real life, go the other way. Because you might end up, who knows? That's an unstable person. But shit, I just want to bring